I know it's early in the season, but most did not expect the Vikings to be this good, including myself. What's up, y'all? I'm JC. If you're new, welcome to the channel. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. The Minnesota Vikings are 3-0, first in the NFC North. But coming into the season, they were an afterthought in their division. With the Lions and Packers coming off playoff appearances last season, the hype around Caleb Williams and the Bears' new additions, and the Vikings having a question mark at QB, not many people were expecting them to come out this hot. In the Week 3 matchup, the Vikings whipped up on my Houston Texans 34-7. It was like a family reunion out there. You had a couple former Vikings on the Texans, a couple former Texans on the Vikings. But nonetheless, I got to tip my cap. The Vikings dominated every facet of the game from start to finish. The tone was set with that early interception. Jets couldn't be stopped in the first half. I know the Texans rely on that four-man rush to get pressure on the QB, but for the most part, the Vikings O-line kept Sam Darnold clean. Now, the Texans didn't help themselves with all those penalties, had 11 in total, illegal formation, false start. Man, it was driving me crazy. I remember on one series, we had 3 in a row. I'm not taking anything away from the Vikings. Aaron Jones, 102 on the ground, but the strength of this Minnesota Vikings team, the defense. You know, my Texans have a bunch of weapons. Nico, Diggs, Tank, Schultz. I know Mixon was out, but CJ at QB. And that Vikings defense held them to 7 points. 7 points. Akers couldn't get anything going on the ground. CJ was under duress a lot when he dropped back. I tip my cap to Brian Flores. That Vikings defense has yet to give up 20 points in a game. Only 30 points in total allowed on the season. And I know it's early, but I think this Minnesota Vikings team is legit. In Week 1, they took care of business against the Giants. Week 2, they beat the Niners, who are fresh off a Super Bowl appearance, projected to be the best team in the NFC and the top 5 team in the league. I know they're dealing with a lot of injuries, but still. And in Week 3, the Vikings beat my Texans, who are regarded as a top 8, top 10 team in the league. At this point in his career, Sam Darnold labeled as a good backup / bridge QB, but right now he's playing some great ball. In the comments, let me know your thoughts on the Minnesota Vikings.